Have you ever wondered if the sacred teachings of Jesus were altered over time to create a mindset of lack instead of abundance? What if the original words of one of the greatest spiritual masters in history were distorted to control rather than to empower? Stay with me, because today we're going to explore how religion twisted the core messages of Jesus, turning divine truths into tools of scarcity, and how you can break free from this mindset to live a life of true spiritual and material abundance. Let's start with a powerful quote straight from the Bible, often misinterpreted. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. Matthew 19 verse 24. At first glance, this verse seems to condemn wealth altogether, but when understood in its original context, it was not about money itself, but the attachment to material possessions over spiritual growth. Yet, for centuries, this message has been used to create a narrative where wealth is sinful, keeping people mentally chained to scarcity and guilt. Religion, in many forms, shifted the teachings of Jesus from empowerment to submission, from spiritual freedom to control. Jesus spoke often about faith, abundance, and the infinite provision of God. In John 10 verse 10, he declared, "I have come that they may have life, and have it more abundantly." This was a message of overflowing blessings, not limitation. Yet, doctrines were crafted to emphasize suffering, sacrifice, and unworthiness, disconnecting people from their divine inheritance. But why was this distortion so effective? Fear. Fear was instilled through interpretations of scriptures like the story of Job, focusing on suffering as a sign of devotion, while missing the deeper truth. Job's faith ultimately restored his abundance manifold. Fear of sin, fear of wealth, fear of questioning authority, all mechanisms to maintain control. So how can you break free from these distortions? How can you reclaim the original teachings of Jesus and apply them to your life? It begins with shifting your mindset. Jesus taught faith as a creative force. When he said, "Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you." Matthew 7 verse 7. He revealed a principle of manifestation, not lack. Pause for a moment. Can you feel how powerful that is? Imagine if you truly lived by that teaching every day, without the layers of guilt and unworthiness imposed by centuries of distortion. Imagine understanding that abundance is not sinful, but a natural state aligned with divine truth. Now, before we go deeper, if this message resonates with you and you feel the call to reclaim these truths, I invite you to join this path of awakening. Subscribe, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and let's build a community rooted in spiritual empowerment. Your support helps spread these messages and strengthen this movement of truth and freedom. Let's dive deeper. Another misunderstood teaching is the principle of giving. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, will be poured into your lap. Luke 6 verse 38. This is often misused to imply giving from a place of sacrifice, rather than understanding the flow of divine reciprocity. Giving was never meant to deplete you, but to open channels of greater blessings. Consider this. When you give from a place of fear or obligation, it creates a vibration of lack. But when you give with faith and joy, knowing the universe operates on abundance, you activate the very flow Jesus described. Applying these truths practically means releasing guilt around wealth, abundance, and success. It means affirming every day that you are worthy of all good things. Start small. Speak affirmations rooted in these teachings. Reflect daily on scriptures that empower rather than diminish your spirit. Surround yourself with teachings that expand your sense of divine possibility. What happens when you do this? First, your mind shifts. Scarcity patterns begin to break. Then, you start to notice shifts in your reality. Opportunities appear. Your creativity flows. Relationships improve as you step into your divine worthiness. But there's more. The long-term result? A life aligned with the highest spiritual truths where abundance flows effortlessly. Not just financially, but in love, peace, health, and purpose. This is the true message Jesus intended. Not suffering, but thriving. And as we reach this point, I want to remind you, you have the power to break free from the mental chains imposed by distorted teachings. This is your time, your awakening. So I invite you once again, be part of this collective shift. Subscribe, share this message, comment below with your thoughts. Let's keep spreading light together. May your life be blessed with the infinite abundance Jesus truly spoke of. Thank you for being here. Stay inspired, stay blessed, and let's keep walking this path of truth and awakening together.